Okay, guys, that was another one of my predictions going right.
What a genius you are.
Well, some might say. Some might say. Speaking of Galente,
How nice was that?
suddenly everywhere.
Yeah.
Worked out fine.
I think that it had a lot to do. That Warpin is great, and the Vindicator also has insane web bonuses. Like those, I am a big fan of Vindicators. There's like some of my favorite PvP videos are just Vindicators rolling in, just stomping on people's faces, and that's what that Vindicator did right there. Is it just rolled in and stomped on some faces.
You know, I was thinking about, since we were talking about Glint, kind of what's weak about it or what the problem is. And really, I feel like ships in the tournament either fall into a role that's extremely specialized and valuable, like rooks, or they offer a really nice amount of utility, like a nice blend of versatility. And that's why like Minmatar is so good. They have a lot of range, they have a lot of speed, they have a decent amount of damage. It's this nice mix. And Glint don't have that. So in this match, it worked out fine. But I think like Ravi said, if they come across something that kind of puts more pressure on that lack of utility, like a lack of speed or something like that, the setup might not do so well. But it seems like a cool setup for the prelims, for the group stages, you know, if they thought their match was something they were pretty comfortable with anyway. Nice way to stomp through and not give away something too strong.
Definitely. One of the teams that gave away something too strong when we had to do here, he's talking about PL, were the relatively boring but really, really good setup. And he was like, why are they bringing that out now? But I mean, I guess that just underlines what dangerous a group they're in.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't have room to screw around. No. Everyone's gunning for them so hard. I mean, we were talking about how they've got anyone who has any intel on their setups is happy to pass it out to everyone in the tournament. It's like the whole tournament is metagaming against them because everyone wants them gone. Yeah. So they do have less room to sort of mess around.
Synfidel.
Yes.
So we're getting the first iteration of the store.
Yes.
How many items is it going to have? How many variations?
Let's see. I think 45 offers, something like that, on Singularity at the moment. I think I only have one surprise hidden in reserve that didn't show up. But we won't have that many on day one. We're actually going to roll them out in pieces to try to keep some excitement and interest in the store. Right. Each time you go in, the store will be just a little bit different. It won't be, we're trying to keep things going. On occasion, we'll experiment a little bit with running a special, and so stand by for some of that.
Will I be able to buy any mounts or horses at any point?
I was going to ask if I can buy an Armadon skin.
The closest thing I've got is a ship.
All right.
And a little explanation in order here. In the future, the store will be set up to take more forms of payment than just Aurum. At the moment, it only does Aurum. In the future, it'll be able to take a ship and some Aurum and give you a different ship in return. And we want to do this because the shipbuilding economy needs to be owned by the players, obviously. So I sat down with the CSM on their last visit, and I said, here's what I've got. Take a look at it. Should I start selling it now, or do I wait until the next iteration of the store when I can take a ship in and trade? And they said, they looked at this graphic, and I'm going to ask the control booth if they'll put on the graphic for me. And I showed them this Ishikone Watch edition of a Scorpion battleship. It's burnished gold instead of silver, where the Caldari logo would be. You see in that foreground, you can just see the Ishikone Watch logo there. It's a beautiful ship. It's functionally exactly the same as a stock Scorpion. And there's a little explanation in the beautifully written text box that says why it only has the same abilities as a Scorpion, because they built a few extras to sell to capsuleers. But this one, this is the sort of an exception in the store for this summer. Probably won't come in until August, but it's gorgeous, and you'll be able to see it in the game on the 21st of June. You can just go to the marketplace and go look it up under ships, and you'll see the market listing even before the store has it available.
All right. So just to make it clear, it is not functionally different from a Scorpion.
No.
It's just a different
I
shape.
mean,
You can
if
still
you
use
sit
it
in
in
front of
certain
it
places.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
you know, in a Hulk, absolutely, it's dangerous. It will blow the crap out of you. But is there any in-game advantage? Zero.
All right.
It's just, so we'll call it cosmetic for that reason.
Okay.
And keep in mind, you got two ways to buy it. You can either buy it from the store for Orem, or you can wait until players post it in the marketplace, and then you can buy it from another player for ISK. So,
All right.
two options.
That is cool. It did look very beautiful. That's cool. That's cool. So we'll get a few of those, and that'll hopefully make everyone happy. I'm just gonna put a W in the column over here. Another win for me. The next one is another match that I can easily predict. It is Power of Two versus the Ronin. I think the Ronin are going to win this.
I agree. I think the Ronin are probably going to take this one.
Has the Power of Two been in this tournament before?
Don't think so. I believe it's actually the name of a marketing offer.
Now I have to vote for them.
Is this just the marketing department sitting all up there getting...
If it is,
They'll be in blinged out Scorpions.
Yeah,
Yeah?
exactly.
Well,
Well, that would be a bit of a surprise. But the Ronin are a very, very good team.
Yep, they'll win.
Yeah, I think they've been in the tournament since Tournament 2 or something ridiculous and just had 1 year as RUR and then back as the Ronin.
Power 2.
Okay, I'll go.
Marketing is powerful. Don't underestimate it.
You've convinced me.
All right. Well, let's see if we can't see what some of the nice people on the forum have questions here. We kind of picked up a little bit of talk about balancing from the commentary booth 1 or 2 matches ago. Devious Relation wrote a very, very long post that I'm not going to paraphrase, but the TLDR was, isn't balancing sometimes bad, and doesn't it make the game boring if everything's the same?
No.
All right.
No,
What does that
balancing. I think that is an important distinction. I think balancing can homogenize a game situation, but it doesn't have to. I think that actually one of the coolest things about Eve, one of the things that has always drawn me to Eve, is that it has a really dynamic balance state. That, I mean, sure, those guys will talk about super caps, and I don't want to talk about any of that stuff. But for me, it's always been a game where balance can be achieved, even though there's a huge amount of diversity in the behavior of all the different ships and the behavior of the different combat environments, and that's fantastic. And you can balance it without ruining the game. You can ruin the game through balance. I mean, you can make everything the same, but I don't think that means you have to.
I feel like with balancing, it's not just making everyone the same level. I feel like it's allowing different ships to be fit in such a way that they can overcome another ship. Just so that it shouldn't be that no matter how you fit this ship,
Yeah.
one fit for another ship will always beat it if it's the same level ship. I feel like it should be you should be able to fit some trick fit that's oh, this guy will think I'm doing this, and then I'll jump out and I'll give him the people's elbow right in the head, and it'll blow him up.
The people's elbow. Sundalo,
Yes, sir.
you've also been in the gaming industry for a while now. Do you have an opinion on this?
Long time. Oh, yeah. Tuning, I think one of the important parts is that you tell people in advance what you're working on or what you're going to touch. If they walk into a new patch one day and their ship's just different, especially if they're putting effort into staying up to date and following what's going on, reading your dev blogs, reading the forums, you should give them some warning. And that applies across games.
That is true. If you're going to eVegas, are you guys going to eVegas?
Are you paying for it? Maybe I'll be there.
All right. We'll see. Michael Bolton?
I may or may not be going to eVegas. I am a poor
This
poor
guy
college student.
has no money.
He's in college.
We keep going to lunch, and he orders chocolate milk and broccoli soup because
No,
he can't
it's
afford
not.
actual food.
Hold on, it's not chocolate milk in Iceland. In Iceland, it's cocoa milk, and it's really, where's the camera? It's really good. It's really, really, really good. Cocoa milk.
It is. It is really good.
I don't know why they don't have it in the States. I want cocoa milk imported.
You can start.
You
a
can't
little
afford
bit
it.
No, I can't yet.
Gentlemen, I completely sidetracked myself there. Anyway, so in Vegas,
Yeah.
which you should all be going to, I will be giving a speech, and I think it is called "Why Balancing is Bad, Monkeys Are Good, and What We Can Learn from That."
Great.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's going to be partly about monkeys, partly about balance, and how monkeys taught me a lot about balancing.
That sounds like a really fantastic
Nice.
presentation.
I think it's going to be really good. I think it might go into the presentation history books.
I gave a presentation at a game developer conference once on working with marketing slime. And it was aimed at talking to developers on how best to work with marketing.
Aha.
I think it was like 96.
All right, well, maybe I'll shed some more light on this. Monkeys interest me a great deal, and we could learn a lot from them.
How could you not be interested in
How could you
monkeys?
not be interested? Before we do that, though, Power 2 versus the Ronin.
I'm going with the Ronin.
Me too.
The Ronin.
Yeah, that's...
I thought you went Power of 2.
No,
The
oh wait, I'm
marketing
sorry.
ability.
I was sorry. Power 2.
all right,
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see.